So this goes in the water and you fill it with water.
Hello everyone, and I hope that you're well. So as promised, today we are going to show you how to prepare and eat Golgappa, also known as Pani Puri. Yesterday we made the little Golgappas ourselves by, we made the batter and then we fried them to make these lovely little hollow balls, which we are now going to fill and enjoy together. Okay, so let me show you how to prepare the pani. So it's really important when you're making Golgappa that it's got a nice refreshing pani with it. It's just like a water. So I'm going to prepare that quickly now and then we'll get to the eating part. So the ingredients I am using, is pretty easy. You just need a blender, and I'm going to blend all these together. So let's start. I have some fresh coriander and some fresh mint leaves as well, and 2 green chillies. And then I have a 1/4 teaspoon of black salt, and I'm going to be using about 1/2 teaspoon of salt as well, but this is to your taste. 1 teaspoon of chaat masala. And then tucked behind here we have 3 tablespoons of sugar, and then I'm going to also be using 1 lime. And then I'm going to just mix that together with some ginger paste. Ginger paste, which I've just prepared here. It's probably about a teaspoon or so, maybe just a little bit more. You could also use ginger powder if you preferred. And then I'll just be mixing that together with about 2 cups of water. Okay, so let's begin adding these ingredients. So I guess I will start with the mint leaves, which I've just washed and taken them off the stem. They're just here. Those are going in, and I've got my 2 green chilies. I think I'll next add the coriander. Nice in there. Okay, so let's begin with the powdered ingredients. So I've got my 1/4 teaspoon of black salt, about 1/2 teaspoon of regular white table salt, and a tablespoon of chaat masala. You can get this from any sort of Asian shop or make it yourself. And then the 3 tablespoons of sugar, which I've already actually measured out, so I'm just going to add that in. And I'm going to put a whole lime in. I've got some ginger paste here, which I've ground together, but you could also use the ginger powder if you prefer. There we go, so in goes my paste. Okay, this is about the 2 cups of water. I think I'll just add a little bit for now just to blend it all together, and then add the rest in a minute. So it's nice to blend this together well so all of the sugar and salt dissolves nicely. So you can add sort of 2 to 3 cups of water. That's entirely up to you. It's just to your taste, how sort of diluted you like it, I suppose. And I think I accidentally said 1 tablespoon of chaat masala, so I'm using 1 teaspoon, just to make that clear. So I think I'll just add a little bit more water. Going to try that for now. And I think that's pretty much it really. You just want a nice pani or water to be able to enjoy golgappa. So I think we are pretty much there and ready to eat. Just to make it nice, cool and refreshing, I'm adding some ice cubes. You could also just refrigerate this for half an hour or so before you prep it. I thought that'd be nice because it's you want to have this nice and cold really. A bit left over. Okay, so before we begin eating, I thought it's only right that I share what I am filling our golgappa with today. So let's begin with the date sauce. We prepared this in our Puri chart video a little while ago. It's released if you would like to know how we made that. I've also got some chickpeas here which are nice and soft. We've cooked them overnight so they are ready to eat. I've also got some finely chopped onion, some fresh coriander and some chaat masala.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. So golgappas are finally ready for us to try and show you how we eat them as street food. I have memories of eating them in Lahore, so I would say how I used to eat them in Lahore. And we have eaten golgappas lots in the last 2 years, I would say.
Yeah, mine are just summer memories really. But I'll tell you about that. So let's show you how you eat them for those who have not really seen these before, because I was absolutely clueless when you first introduced me to these.
So a couple of things before we start. We have some tissue papers handy.
It's a bit messy.
And we have our own water, so that...
This isn't first date kind of, if you want to look glamorous kind of eating. This is like... this can get messy.
But
You've got to be quick.
Yeah, there are not many street foods which would make you just keep going with it, and it's so Moorish and it's just so yummy.
Okay, so let's just pick one. You can maybe, that's a nice big one for you.
So we prepared all of these golgappas like you saw in the video yesterday, and
we're now hungry.
Yeah.
So the idea is that you make a little hole, which is already shown here, at the top. So all you need to do is literally just prod it with your finger. Be careful not to break the bottom. And then you fill it with whatever you want really. So, but we've got our sort of go-to favourite things.
Yeah. I would say one thing before we start. We went through the effort, like you said, soaking chickpeas overnight and boiling the chickpeas to make sure they're soft and ready to eat. Alternatively, you can use chickpeas from a can as well, just to make it easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Start by filling your little nest.
So
with a few bits
gone
that
in.
you like.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move on to some onion. It's good to just soak the onion in some water for a few minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes. It just kind of takes that sting out and you kind of just have a nice sort of taste really. So I'm going to put some coriander for some freshness. And then importantly, our date sauce, we prepared this one at home, so we have quite a lot left over in little jars, so we just get it out when handy really.
Yeah. The video in which we showed how to prepare date and apricot sauce is the Puri chart video. So if you're interested, you can have a look. We'll try to leave the recipe of this date and apricot sauce in our description as well.
So I've put my date sauce and now my chaat masala, which is like a powder, on top. And now is the bit where you've got to be really quick. This is a one biter. Don't try and bite into this as two pieces, it will just go everywhere. So you can either dip it or you can spoon a little bit in. You dip it.
Dipping it in is the way to go. I love date and apricot sauce, so I use lots of that. I think it's very nice.
You ready?
So there you go. So this goes in the water and you fill it with water. That is ultimate freshness.
And basically, the golgappa kind of just crumbles as you bite down on it, and it lets all this water come out, and then you get to chew on all your filling, and they're basically just really fun, totally refreshing. I mean, my memory is we used to take these to for a picnic. We've got our favourite little spots by a river in Cambridge that we like to sit next to, and just on a day off, just watch the world go by, and we'll have just in little Tupperware all these ingredients, and we will just sit, won't we, and just indulge all afternoon. And as you can see, it's very hard to stop once you once you started. It's just so fresh, so moist. I would really recommend that you try making the date sauce and all these little bits at home, because it just makes it even more fresh, even more flavourful, rather than just sort of buying the individual ingredients from your local Asian supermarket, really. Totally up to you.
I think it can be, you said maybe not on a first date, but I think it's a very good icebreaker as you're sharing everything.
I mean, if you just, maybe for us girls, if you want to be glamorous and pretend like you can eat properly and you've got all these manners and you want to look lovely, I probably wouldn't want to be stuffing my face with these if I was trying to impress someone. But once I've got to know them, then I can look as silly as I want, really, as you know, and just indulge.
I think a very nice snack to enjoy as a family with your friends, because it's lots of sharing and you are literally preparing, sitting on a table while you chat, and it's I find it very comforting. I think you have added 2 chilies in there in the pani. So if you want to keep it slightly less spicy, you can add 1 chili instead of 2 chilies. For me it's perfect, but
and add 3 chilies. I'm very much a spice girl these days. I mean, when you started preparing me food and stuff, I would say I thought I had quite a good threshold for spice because I'd been eating it quite a lot, but now I know the difference. I used to pick out all the chilies from all sorts of stuff you would prepare me, and you would be like, eat it. But I mean, maybe it was more in my head than anything else, but now I have to have chili with everything. And even if I go, like a meal without something spicy, I don't even feel that satisfied. I just I crave spicy food straight away. So I've definitely got, I definitely like my spicy food. And when I'm with my family who they like a bit of spicy food, but definitely have not got my tolerance for spicy food. I realise when I make food for them and I kind of dull it down, but make it so that I think they can eat it, they're always complaining how spicy it is. So I've obviously inherited your little flavour of spice of all this food now.
Put holes all the way through.
Oh no.
If you end up doing that, just eat the whole thing without anything.
That date sauce just gives the sweetness. It's just so lovely. That is one of the best bits for me.
Like
it all just
in this one, I just have chickpeas and date sauce, and I'm going to fill it with water, and I'll have it this way as well. So it's very flexible. Whatever you like more, just have that in.
I'd be very interested to know like what other people think of Golgappa who have not seen this before, because I just thought it was such a random combination of ingredients. I felt the same towards Puri chaat as well, and now I absolutely love eating them, especially in the summer. I just consider them summer foods, to be honest. I think it's just that freshness. But I mean, I suppose I'm just interested to see what other people share that opinion, because I guess it's just quite different. But they are so fun to it's all a part of the making it and the eating. It's just all part of the fun.
It's so popular in Lahore. Whether you go to a zoo or any park, you'll find someone just selling these on his bicycle on the side. And he would have all these spices, everything ready, and would prepare a good sized platter for you, and you can enjoy as many golgappas as you want just while you are in a park enjoying the sun.
That sounds so nice. I mean, I've been to Delhi, and I'm sure I must have passed people selling all sorts of street food. I definitely went to loads of street food markets, but it was a while ago, and how long ago? Quite a few years ago now. Anyway, and I probably wasn't that aware of the different street foods and the different exotic foods you can get in that kind of region. And now I've got such a better understanding of Pakistani food, Punjabi food. I feel like if I ever went back, or when we go
Delhi would be quite similar. It's in Punjab, so I think it's very similar, the food you get in Delhi as well.
But I would definitely try things like this. I guess I kind of went for the samosas and the things that most Westerners know of street food, especially when there's a lot going on, it's a busy atmosphere. You kind of just go with your safe food that you know what they are. But now that I have such a bigger understanding, I don't think I could now go back to that part of India or Pakistan and not go on a massive street food tour and just eat Puri chaat and golgappa and pakoras and what else do I love? Just you know, just all these things that maybe I don't even know about yet, like Halim. Absolutely, yeah. I think, you know, now I would know exactly what these things are. I think I'd be on a mission to go somewhere and just get distracted by all the food.
We'll continue eating, and we're enjoying this food, and for that reason I think it's extra enjoyment doing this video. And we hope you enjoyed this video and you find this snack interesting.
Oh yeah.
We would recommend you to try it, and it's very easy for you to make everything at home.
Yeah.
Give it a try, see how you find it, and do share your thoughts with us.
Definitely.
Would you like to add anything?
If you don't try this, you are missing out. Even if you just go to, even if you're not really sure where to start, and you've never eaten this before, next time you're at some sort of Asian event or you just, I don't know, whatever goes on, there's often Asian markets and particularly some parts of the UK and London and stuff. Just, if you see it, just try it. The same with Apricots, which is kind of like a yogurty version of this. Just give it a go. I know it looks quite random, but from someone who was so confused at the beginning to now absolutely loves this food, if you ever see it, don't walk past, definitely try it. And for those of you who do know exactly what this is, maybe just try making the date sauce yourself or the golgappa yourself, because it's just
it's way more flavorful.
It's
this way.
flavorful. It's rewarding, I would say, and it just tastes so much more fresh and homemade. And I feel like, particularly the sauces you use, like the Pani and stuff, you just it gives you your own taste rather than shop bought versions, I think, of these sauces.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's all my advice to you, really, while I sit here and eat more. Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be back very soon. Do check out our social media and our website, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. Take care for now.
Bye.
Bye bye.